Well, welcome back, everyone. You know, you don't have to wait till summer to get outside. You can actually do it right now. And here to talk about that is Lindsey Gallagher from Johnny Appleseed Metro Parks. Welcome, Lindsey.
Good morning, Chris. Yeah, we want you to get outside in any weather, any season, for all the reasons here at the Park District. And just because it's winter, it's cold, it's rainy, snowy, whatever's going on outside, doesn't mean that you can't be outside. We like to say that there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. So I'm here today to kind of give you some tips and tricks what you can wear and what you can bring along to make your winter hikes more comfortable. So the whole thing that we're going to focus on is layering, Chris. We're going to talk about 3 different layers that you pack or that you wear for comfortable winter hiking. And the first one is our base layer. So these are things like you'd said, your long underwear, your long johns, right? But I want to make sure that you know the proper material those are made out of. I think in the olden times, those long johns were more cotton, and cotton might be the fabric of our lives, but it's going to retain that sweat and moisture, and your base layer should really be a wicking layer. So you want 100% wool fibers, like a merino wool, or you want pure nylon polyester synthetics. Those do the best job at wicking away that moisture, keeping your skin dry. Once you have your base layer, and you can think about top and bottom, depending upon how long you're going to be out, you want an insulating middle layer. These are things like your insulated puff vests, maybe a puff coat, depending upon the exact temperature you're going to be out, or even polar fleece. That's what I like to wear.
These are nice and warm.
Yeah, so jackets and vests, and kind of layer up your middle layer. Now, the outer layer is going to be protecting you from rain and wind. So it's going to be something repellent, water resistant, water repellent, a windbreak type of deal for you. Now, that's your basic clothing layers, base, mid, and outer, but you don't want to forget about all the other gear that you should pack on winter hikes. I've got some heavy boots here. Now, these are waterproof, so they're a synthetic, but on the bottom, you'll see I've got a kind of traction or stabilization device. They don't have to be fancy. You don't have to buy name brand, but depending upon the ice and where you're going to go, those are really helpful. In addition, you could use trekking poles or a hiking stick, walking stick to help with stability and traction. Now, underneath those boots, you're going to want to have a wool hiking sock. Again, cotton is just going to keep the sweat on your feet and make your feet colder, especially if your boot's not well insulated. So 100% wool hiking socks are great. And then we have an assortment of other accessories up here. So mittens or gloves, depending upon what you're going to do with your hands outside, making sure you have hats, scarves, and then even in winter, the snow especially reflects all of that sunlight back to us. We're getting it from above and below. So sunglasses and sunscreen, even in winter, protect yourself all the time.
Yeah.
And you can come with us and put all these tips in action. We've got some winter hikes coming up here at the Park District. I'm going to be doing some winter wonderland hikes around our park in January and February. And then we also have another naturalist, Haley, does our weekly walk. So you can come out and hike maybe a little more rugged with me, or walk on a path with Haley and get outside for some winter fitness and some fresh air.
Yeah, fresh air is so important. You know,
We do.
Well, you also think about like the, colds and flus and stuff like that.
I know, Chris.
Fresh air really does wonders. And I will say that I do have these little hiking boots things. Yeah. I don't know what you call them, little slip cover things.
Yeah.
They work amazing. I'm telling you, I can walk on ice.
There you go.
So fantastic. It's a lot of fun to get outside. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, Lindsey, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.